Hello beautifuls, my name is Quavia and I'm the creator of JuJu Thyme. In this video I have I'm going to channel down a message from the Divine Dark Cosmic Mother and their messengers to help us align towards our individual path towards peace, love, joy, and abundance. In this video, this is a collective message, so definitely be sure that you lean into your spiritual cord, lean into your intuition, so that way you can hear the message that they brought you here to listen for, okay? In the description, there will be timestamps if there's a particular area of your life that you are wanting to just get a little bit more information and guidance in. You can go down and just click there, but this will be a full reading just to give like a little snapshot of your journey thus far, okay? So let's get started and just jump right on in. So the energy that you are currently in right now is one where you have done a lot of work, it seems like, in cutting things off, and particularly it seems like cutting off old thinking, old habits, old traditions that just doesn't serve you. Yeah, there's a sense that though it hasn't happened yet, you are looking forward and starting new. The energy that is currently surrounding you right now is an energy that is likened to the Eight of Swords. So when it comes to this energy that is surrounding you, there is a sense of you needing to find your own way, right? That is a part of the Eight of Swords path. But it definitely seems like there is like this trap of your own making, right? That you're having to sort of navigate. But something with this energy is sort of moving through me that yes, you can go through this maze to sort of navigate your way through, but there's something about looking at things in a different perspective that I am picking up on. Oh, interesting. I just heard suffering doesn't have to be your story. This energy that is currently surrounding you is harsh. And it feels as though it is very hindering, but there's a deep lesson. There's a deep mental lesson on this idea of suffering that this energy is really wanting to make you aware of. And your view on suffering. Oh, very interesting. Okay, tying it back to the energy where of your current state right now, I'm picking up that there could also be some lingering beliefs of perhaps something that you've been told, something that you saw, something that you grew up with, XYZ, everyone's path is different, but something that is deeply ingrained in you in regards to the idea of suffering. There's a very deep lesson here when it comes to this. Okay, so let's get more information of what's coming into your life. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups coming into your life. Wow. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm getting this feeling move through me in regards to a redefining of love and suffering, right? So there's this idea that's being redefined, this aspect of love coming into your life to sort of be a contestant, is what's moving through me. To be a contestant in this idea that has been ingrained in you. And because this energy coming into your life is literally the polar opposite, it's sort of challenging this idea that you may have. Also, what's coming into your life that Spirit is wanting me to speak on is this focus on your needs. And there's something that needs to be nourished. There's something that needs to be nourished. There's pleasure that has been forsaken. That's interesting. That's an interesting word. And it's once again tied into this ingrained idea or this ingrained lesson that you may have been taught when it comes to this idea of love. Okay, I also heard the word transaction. This definitely could be with love itself, of this idea that's been ingrained of love being very transactional. Like, if I don't do this, I won't deserve this kind of idea. That's what I mean by this transaction, right? That needs to be transformed. But I'm also seeing it's also how you are dealing with your spirits. And so we're going to look at what's going on in your spiritual realm, but just this is a message that is very much needing to be spoken about. And it's a message of God doesn't love me because I didn't do this, or I'm not doing this enough, and so this is why this isn't happening. It's very much like punishment. It's like you punishing yourself and putting so much blame on yourself. And so what's interesting about what's coming into your life is that this energy that's coming into your life, or what's being offered that will be coming into your life, it's challenging this concept that you have. So once again, this could be with love. You know, maybe there's some kind of love offering or some kind of contract offering or something being offered, or perhaps it's just your spirits really putting you in positions where a lot of what you thought or believed will be challenged. Okay, what's the purpose? This is one, it's beautiful energy when the Two of Cups is what's entering into your life, or what's being birthed. There's a lot of healing as well that I'm also picking up. Okay, the purpose. Yeah, the purpose is to confront this kind of despair mentality, this sense of cruelty mentality of what you feel you deserve because of XYZ. It seems like it's going to be challenged. This Two of Cups, the purpose of it is to sort of challenge this idea of what you think you deserve, which is why there's such an emphasis on your pleasure. There's such an emphasis on your needs that is really going to be taking like this limelight. So there is a bit of shadow work that is going to be done, because unfortunately what I'm also feeling is sabotage. Because of the state that you're in, because of the energy that is around you, there is definitely a need to shift this energy. Because though this energy does hold a lot of lessons, it is not a lesson of ease. Let's put it that way. You know, it's one of those lessons where, you know, you have some people that learn by seeing, and they're like, oh, okay, I won't do that. That makes sense. But then there's still others that, and it's okay if this is who you are, it's fine. At the end of the day, the lesson will be learned. That's the point of this energy. It doesn't matter how you learn. The energy will teach you this lesson, point blank. And this is something that your guides have allowed to enter into your life because it's something that you're needing to learn. Okay? But yeah, so there's some they learn just by seeing, okay? Like if the stove is on and someone touches it, oh, ouch. And so you see it and you're like, oh, okay, when the stove is like this, don't touch it, you know? But then there's others, even though they see a person that may have, got a little burned a little bit, they may still want to go and see it for themselves. So we all learn differently. At the end of the day, like I said, we will learn the lesson, period, okay? But alrighty, so with this Two of Cups energy coming into your life, there is a focus on your needs, there's a focus on your pleasure. But with this sabotage, because it's the polar opposite perhaps of what you know to be true, there is a chance for sabotage. But because you're here, I'm hoping that you learn with ease, okay? That we learn with ease, we learn with grace. And there's also something about acceptance. Because I'm picking up that there's something about not being able to accept. So even when this is offered, when this is shown to you, there are lessons of receiving that is so, so important. Especially in your manifestations, I'm also feeling. Because it's one thing to be asking for something, but yet you haven't learned to receive or believe what's in front of you. Very interesting. Okay, looking at your physical environment. Oh, lovely. Physical environment. We have Temperance here in your physical environment, and we have Master of Alchemy. Okay, we are combining, we are integrating ourselves, we're integrating our light and our dark, and realizing that we are both and neither. We are integrating our masculine and our feminine, and also realizing that we are both at different spectrums, but also neither at the same time. I mean, your physical environment is beautiful, but I'm also getting that there's like this Jekyll and Hyde kind of feeling as well, which it can be quite confusing, right? Like, which one am I? Who am I? Honestly, what Spirit is moving through me is like, you're both. You're both. This idea that you have to choose something, that you have to choose, is putting so much pressure. And Spirit is letting you know that you are a master alchemist, that you do have the ability. Your physical environment is wanting you to know that you have the ability to hold both in your hands, that you have the ability to be both. But until you can get this balance, until you can get this level of patience, this level of reconcile within yourself or within your environment, it can feel as though even those around you will be questioning, like, who are you? Like, one minute you're like this, and next minute you're like this. It doesn't make any sense. Well, because you haven't reconciled both of these aspects within yourself either. So beautiful physical environment that you're in, but there is a lot of patience that you're going to need to have with yourself. a lot of frustration, you know. And I'm also seeing as well, even with your manifestations, this can be quite problematic as well in regards. So for example, someone is like, so let's keep it simple. Let's say that a person is wanting to manifest like this life of solitude, right? Live in the forest, have this garden, XYZ, beautiful manifestation. But on the other side, they're also wanting to travel for months on end. And they want to be with, you know, with people. They want to be just learning, you know, with people and whatnot. And so it's like, though both of these manifestations are possible, right? There is like this idea that spirit is wanting this refocus, and this idea that you have to choose one or the other, and realize that you can have both, but there does need to be a focus of what are you going to focus on first. There's a lot of information happening within your physical environment. So let's look at some other lessons perhaps that your physical environment is really wanting you to be aware of at this time. Okay, we got the Fool. Yeah, so this is pretty much a confirmation of what I just said. Yes, you have this unlimited potential. There's so much potential in these different aspects that you are balancing within yourself, balancing in your environment, whether it's your manifestations and all this, you know, all of this. But there seems to be a part of the alchemist journey. It depends on what you're physically trying to bring into your life or alchemize into your life. But a part of it is this Fool-like energy, this what if energy, like what if both, you know? Does it make sense? It's the Fool. Probably it doesn't, but does it make you happy? Yeah. And does that in itself is opening up a whole new strategy for spirit, a new strategy for yourself? Heck yes. So your physical environment is, your guides know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what to bring into your life, and they know the energy that you're needing to experience right now to sort of bring to the surface some of these things that need to be confronted so you can be a master alchemist. So what needs to be transformed out of your life? Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm definitely picking up that what you think the ending will be is not what it will be. But there's something very fun that I feel with this. It feels very fun. Yes, there are some aspects of wounds that need to be healed. Particularly, I'm feeling wounds when it comes to success that needs to be grappled with just a bit, of success needing to look a certain way, or, you know, or something. But I'm also seeing as well as like a whole different lifestyle that you didn't even like. Apologies, that keeps happening. Okay, apologies. Camera turned off again, but any which way. So what was moving through me with this was a whole other lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle that you've never experienced. Perhaps it's something that you've never even seen before. And it's not to say that you're meant to go down this kind of lifestyle, don't get me wrong, but there seems to be like, there needs to be a shock to your system, it seems like. of what's possible in this life. What's possible for you to achieve and go towards, right? So for example, Spirit is, I'm feeling called from Spirit to talk about some of the things I watch on YouTube, for example. And one of the things that I've stumbled upon, and it's been just lovely to watch, is people that live on boats. People that live on boats on the canal. So many videos of that have been popping up for me. And though I don't feel called to that lifestyle, I personally didn't know that was possible. Yes, you can live like on a boat in the ocean, but like on these long, like narrow boats, what? I didn't even know. People, and then there's people that live in like tree houses or something, and it's like, what? It's just I don't know, watching that for me is a complete shock to my system. You know, it just allows my mind to just go to places of what if, you know? And I feel like what's needing to be transformed out of your life right now is this cookie cutter idea of how life should be, you know? And this could also be, depending on if you're feeling called that this is speaking on your relationship or love in general. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic or whatnot. Your own situation and but it's also probably a reimagining or opening of you realizing that there's many ways that you can live your life. And depending on your own path, perhaps the discovery of this is what will be opening your eyes and your heart and your spirit to just the life that you could live, you know? Or once again, perhaps it's just that shock to your system of, oh, perhaps then I can have XYZ, or perhaps this idea that's been circling in my head is not all that crazy, you know? There's just a shock to your system that needs to happen. Will you go down it? It depends on you, depends on where your destiny lies. But is it the shock that you need to sort of move you into this fool-like energy so you can be a better alchemist in your life? Yes. Yes. So I think that is really beautiful and really clear of this energy that is needing to be transformed. So let's look into your spiritual. Oh, I love this. So we have the Three of Pentacles showing up for your spiritual realm. Okay, so there's a lot of work at play. There's a lot of work being played behind the scenes. So first and foremost, I definitely hear that whatever you are doing with your spirits, continue doing it. Whatever rituals that you do, despite your current energy that you may be feeling right now of moving away from certain traditions that you may have grown up with or things like this, and you're looking at a horizon that is quite different than what you may know. But whatever these new traditions that you are implementing into your life, whatever that you have started to sort of do, that on some level, I clearly see that it is helping you. It is assisting you. And even though it doesn't make any sense right now, it is allowing your spirits to have the energy to work behind the scenes and assist you with where they're needing to assist you with. Okay? If you feel called to different just rituals and perhaps switching up to a different prayer or anything like this, follow that feeling, okay? Follow that feeling, because there is a learning that's happening. There is a lot of work that's happening behind the scenes, and that is absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of initiative as well. So also, if you feel called to look into different topics, it doesn't have to be spiritual or anything like this, but if there's some topic that you're like, oh, I heard about this, I don't even know what that even means, look it up. Why not? Do it, right? There's something about discovery. Allow your spirit to wander and discover and learn something new. You know, sometimes as well, we are quite stuck in our own little bubble a little bit. And sometimes even I have to do this as well, where I realize sometimes I need to like, oh, I need to stick my toe out of my bubble, stick my, you know, just look around and be like, oh, wow, you know, look at this person's practice. Look at this person's practice. Oh, wow, that's so beautiful. You know, just to revitalize myself. So if you feel called to that, I'm definitely getting a sense that that could also be very beneficial in that discovery search. And it feels like your guides are wanting you to, you know, to go on this search of discovery. Once again, will you be implementing what you find? Maybe, maybe not. But it's this discovery that I think is will be very beneficial for you. But okay, let's look at some inner work and outer work, just to get some better instructions to help us along our journey towards peace, love, joy, and abundance. Because that's what we are seeking. That's what you deserve. We spoke about this, okay? Do not self-sabotage. So let's look at this inner work. The inner work, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, we're opening doors to opportunity. We're opening doors to opportunity. We're opening doors to just the possibility of what we are capable of. And then for the outer work, we have the Knight of Cups. Alrighty. So for this Ace of Pentacles, yeah, there's something about opportunity, about seeking opportunity, that I feel is a beautiful confirmation of what we spoke about. But this Knight of Cups, what's moving through me with the outer work when it comes to this is I'm picking up something that you once loved. And this can be as simple as like a book that you once loved. And there's this offering that's being given, and it's something in regards to, as I said, something that you love that it doesn't feel like you're doing anymore. You haven't done in quite a while. I have a feeling that Spirit is moving through me of you revisiting that. And what's the purpose? Honestly, it's coupled with this Two of Cups energy that's entering into your life. Okay? We don't want to self-sabotage this opposite that is coming into our lives, that is showing us something different. And so opening ourselves up to this love that we already have within us because we already experienced it from our past, and sort of bringing that to the forefront, I feel it's going to help ease and learn with ease as this Two of Cups energy comes into your life full circle, you know? So this is a beautiful message. I mean, the inner work and outer work is quite clear, but there's a lot going on in your spiritual realm that seems to be activating a lot of this inner and outer work. So thank you so much, beautifuls, for being here. I hope this gave a lot more guidance on what's coming in your life, what your physical environment is looking like, what's needing to leave your life, this energy that is currently surrounding you, and what they're wanting to teach you, whether the hard way or the easy way. And also the inner work and outer work that your spiritual realm is needing you to sort of confront along your path towards peace, love, joy, and abundance. So thank you so much, beautifuls, for being here with me. And until the next one, truth and love.